Here's what it's like to work with our marketing team over at UADV for the first 30 days. Most marketing companies treat their first month like it's a warm-up. Here at UADV, we treat it like it's the main event. Here's your breakdown from day 1 to day 30. Check it out. On week 1, we dive deep into your business and we align with your existing team. During this time, we set the foundation for timely results. As we start, we're gonna have one-on-one calls with each member of your team that we're gonna be working with. After those one-on-one calls, we're gonna have a kickoff call with the entire team to align KPIs and expectations for the first month and the months ahead. During that kickoff call, we collect phone numbers and emails, then we set up group chats for instant communication. It's crucial that we talk in real time, not just during every meeting. Going over KPIs and priorities during this time of communication is going to be key. Why? Because we want to see what frame of mind the team is in, what they think their issues are, what they think their goals are, their KPIs, and then we're going to cross-reference that with everything else we're going to see during our audit to see if everything aligns. We're going to review your sales process to make sure your leads are followed up with quickly and nothing slips through the cracks. We want to be able to see every step of the funnel. We want to make sure that the customer journey is as frictionless as possible. We're also going to audit your tech stack, so every tool connects properly, everything is tracked correctly. You'll be able to clearly see where leads come from and how they're converting. During this time, we also go back to the basics, where we run a full SWOT analysis for your business, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats, all over your brand, all over your funnel, so we fully understand where your business stands. We're going to also simultaneously run a competitive analysis on who you think your competitors are and what competitors we find online when we do keyword research or when we search for brands similar to yours. Sometimes you think that you have a set of competitors, which may be right, but there may be another set of competitors in the market that you're not even aware of that we need to keep an eye on. One very important thing to keep in mind with marketing agencies is that sometimes they want to come in and reinvent the whole wheel. And while sometimes that might be necessary, other times there's low-hanging fruit that you could tackle right away without having to spend too much money, time, or move too many resources. So during this time, we're going to pinpoint quick wins that can move the needle fast. We both know that if you don't have your offer framed correctly, you're not going to have a successful marketing system. Whether you're selling a product or you're selling a service, we check your current offers and messaging to confirm they'll resonate with your ideal audience. Once we know that you have your offer locked down, your copywriting correct, and that we've hit all the pain points, we're going to review your creative assets like your photos, your videos, and your graphic designs, and note if anything needs refreshing so everything is congruent across the board. As we wrap up the first week, we build a custom roadmap based on real opportunities. In week 1, we learn your business, we meet your team, and we build a battle plan together that we follow to the T. Once we've gone over everything for week 1 and we feel like we're ready for week 2, we go into strategy and approvals. Everything that we've strategized for you in the previous week based on our audits, we present to you to make sure everything aligns with your business, with your vision, and we get a green light so we can start moving forward. Kicking off week 2, we present campaigns, copywriting, and creative for your approval. We don't want to waste any time. Next, we refine the offer and create assets so campaigns land with full impact. Once green lit, we launch pretty quick. Anything having to do with ads, funnels, emails, phone numbers, tracking, automations, everything will be done. It'll also be connected with Google Analytics, UTMs, CRMs, call tracking, and anything else that you may need. When it comes to tech stack and tools that you use for your business, a lot of the times we like to use our preferred tech stack because we know it works really well and yields good results. But in many cases, people are already used to using some tools and they don't want to walk away from them. I want you to understand that we're not going to come and reinvent the whole wheel here and put you in a situation where you feel your business is going to be at risk. It's important for you to know that we're going to try to work with your current tools, or we're going to suggest better ones if we feel they're going to yield you better results. In this way, you have no guesswork, no delays, and you approve a plan once we hit go. The reason it's so important to figure out what tech stack we're going to use and have that solidified is because we need to do that before we connect everything with tracking. You have to have the tech stack defined before you set up the tracking, or you're going to have to come back and do it all over again. And it's going to cost time, it's going to cost money, and it's going to create a little bit of frustration. To avoid that, we go over everything early on, get everybody on the same page, you approve, and then we execute. Now, let's jump into week 3, where we test, we adapt, and we move fast. During this time, we're going to have real data rolling in. We're going to have to adjust campaigns to lower cost per lead, cost per sale, and increase our return on investment. All of the decisions we're going to make are going to be based on data, not vibes, not how your team feels, not how you feel, not how we feel. This is not about feelings. This is about facts. So we're gonna stick to the numbers and make sure that we follow it to the T. Always remember, we don't wanna be right. We just wanna make money. During this process, you're gonna have access to live dashboards so you can see progress without waiting for the end of the month. What is my team working on? What kind of videos are we shooting? What stage of production are we in for ads? How is the copywriting doing? You'll be able to keep track of every single thing. And if you have any questions, you just drop them on the chat and we answer you immediately. By the way, I forgot to mention, when you work with me, you don't get a project manager. You're looking at the person you're going to be communicating with on a daily basis. You're also going to be communicating with Michelle, who you'll see on screen. There's no project managers, no people that just got out of college with zero experience driving your company to the ground. You work directly with the people who will be spending money on your ads, handling your SEO campaigns, or any part of your digital marketing. And if you have any questions, they'll be answered by the person who's running the account, me. Because we only work with a handful of companies at the same time. We don't have 10, 20, 30 clients. We focus on a handful to get them to the sales revenue goals that they want to get to. Long story short, we're in the group chat with you every single day, making changes, scaling what works, and cutting what doesn't. Now, let's talk about week 4, reporting and next steps. During this time, you're gonna see what worked, what didn't, and what's next. As we wrap up month 1, you're gonna get clear, no fluff performance reports that talk about real KPIs, not vanity metrics. You're gonna get a walkthrough of all the results and planning for the next 30 days. You're always going to know where your money went and what it did. If we were profitable, we'll know why. If we weren't profitable just yet, we'll know what lessons we learned and what we need to implement to get to the next step. We don't just send you a PDF and say, hey, great month. We actually sit down with you and go over everything. We have the hard conversations. What worked? What didn't? What do I need to do? What do I need to fix? Did I drop the ball? Did something slip through the cracks? This is the perfect time to go over everything so we know what the next 30 days are going to look like. So to wrap it up, let's recap. You get no account managers. You talk to the people running your ads and your marketing. There is no long-term contracts. It's month to month based on performance. If we don't perform, you don't hire us on for the next month. That way, there's no excuses, just our core team in the group chat and in the trenches executing to get you to your revenue goals, because if we don't get to keep our job. And that's how it should be. We aren't one of those agencies that just wants to keep you for another month and another month to continue billing, and you have no idea in which direction your company's going. That's not what we want here. We want to align with business owners who see the long-term vision, who understand digital marketing, who understand our experience, and want to invest the time, energy, and resources into bringing their company to the next level. That's why we have month-to-month performance-based services. If we don't perform, you don't stay, and we're totally cool with that. Are you ready to test our marketing skills for the next 30 days? Let's get to work.